Everybody, hey, listen. So I've been listening to Claude Anderson, all right, here lately. And out of all the black people I've ever listened to, out of my whole life, Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, who else? Damn, I can't even think. I feel bad for not thinking of it. I can't think of it right now. Dr. Henry Clark. Claude Anderson is the only one I hear talking about. You know, like them historians that I mentioned are great guys. But, you know, historians and politicians and black leaders and spiritual leaders are good. But the thing I like about Claude Anderson is the guy talks about money. He talks about wealth in America. And that's what it's about in America. It's about money and wealth. And black people have no wealth in America. You think about it. When you go downtown, whatever city you live in, think about it. Not one of the big ass skyscrapers that you see downtown is owned by black people. Not name one of them. And not one black person in America owns a building 3 stories high or more. Yeah, you got a few billionaires in America. I mean, black ones that I could think. I don't know any black billionaires in America. I know some white billionaires. You know, but it's all about money, and people got to understand that what slavery was about. People will keep putting these slavery shows on TV, making you think it was about the brutality and the harsh treatment of black slaves. It wasn't about that. It was about money. It was all about money, the redistribution of wealth. Slavery was all about owning and controlling all of the resources. That's what slavery was about. And everybody took part in slavery. Everybody took part in slavery. And people understand, like, slavery in America, slavery in England, slavery in Europe, it all went through 3 phases. It went through an economical phase, then it went through a biological phase, trying to say that black people were just born to be slaves. You know, our brains we didn't have the brain capacity to do anything else but to be a slave. And that was to legitimize it, saying that black people evolved from monkeys. And that was the Darwin theory. And then you got the evangelical, saying that it was spiritual, that it was ordained by God. And that's what's still holding black people in slavery today, believing in God, a spirit of God. And people don't even realize that the King James, the Bible, was rewritten to suit the times. It wasn't that the Bible was rewritten to suit the times. That's what it was. It was rewritten to justify slavery. Just like you got the Jehovah's Witness with their Bible. It was written for the Jehovah's Witness. They don't even realize that the Jehovah's Witness was founded by Judge Rutherford. He started the Jehovah's Witness around the same time that Master Farad Muhammad started the Nation of Islam. He started about the same time Master Farad Muhammad met Elijah Muhammad. But, you know, like Elijah Muhammad talks about do for self, and I like that. But the thing I don't like about the Nation of Islam is like the Nation of Islam doesn't own anything. They don't own shit. They probably own the mosque or something in Chicago. But like, where the skyscrapers at? Where is God going to give black people anything? He's not. And that's what I don't like about the Nation of Islam. That's what I don't like about none of these religious groups. They get too caught up into culture, and they're not talking about money. It's all about money in America. Fuck all that culture and shit, man. We got to set our cultural differences aside and concentrate on making money. And, you know, like Claude Anderson was saying, like, integration is a social illusion. Like, I was watching these guys out there watching the horse races and shit, and they was cheering and shit, thinking, like they're at the Kentucky Derby or some shit, at the Churchill Downs or wherever the fuck that place is, and they out there with their top hats on and their straw hats on, like, saying, like, yeah, black people are free, we finally made it. Black people ain't doing shit. You think about all the black millionaires in America. They can't come together and put their money together and get black people out the hole we in. Black people is fucked up. We're in a terrible condition. We're in a world of trouble, like Claude Anderson was saying. You know, and black people don't even realize it. We think we finally arrived. We think we made it. And that's why you see so many black people on the train begging today. Like Claude Anderson was saying. He said we're going to be reduced to beggars and thieves in America, and that's what it is. You know, because we look at these shows on TV, like the Housewives and all that shit, and everybody driving in Cadillac Escalades and shit, and we think black people finally made it. We didn't. You know, well, I understand this is a capitalistic society, but black people are not capitalizing on it collectively. collectively, black people don't own shit in America. Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. We may own a couple of houses or some shit like that. You know, because I got a friend that owns a few houses down south and he's making good money. But collectively, black people are fucked up. Fucked up, boy. Got to come together and start building black neighborhoods and strong black communities again. That's what we got to do. Because you think about it, you know, like we don't, you know, it's not like we grow our own food. We have to depend on somebody to bring the food to us so we can go to supermarkets and buy it. And what supermarket do black people own? You know, we own fruit stands and shit like that, but we don't own supermarkets. We don't own none of the trucks that bring the food in. We don't own any of the farms. White people in trouble, man. We don't own shit. Anytime white people want to cut our water off, we cut it off.